Capeville clearance. Good morning. Iroquois 6243. Ready for pushback at Bravo 5.
Kestrel 1938. Clear to land runway 35 right.
Iroquois 6243. Cleared for pushback. Capeville ground. Iroquois 6243. Ready to taxi. Iroquois 6243. Taxi to runway 35 right. Capeville Tower. Iroquois 6243. Ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Iroquois 6243. Cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Asiana 90528 is on approach. Asiana 90528 cleared to land runway 35 right. KLM 6939 cleared for pushback.
Kestrel 1938. Taxi to gate Bravo 5.
KLM 6939 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Air India 4140 is on approach. Air India 4140 cleared to land runway 35 right. Capeville clearance. Good morning. Yellow Cab 45903 ready for pushback at Bravo 4. Yellow Cab 45903 cleared for pushback.
Capeville ground. Asiana 90528 taxi to the gates. Asiana 90528 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Capeville ground. Yellow Cab 45903 ready to taxi. Yellow Cab 45903 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower. KLM 6939 ready for takeoff runway 35 right. KLM 6939 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville ground. Air India 4140 requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville clearance. Good morning. Southwest 3083 ready for pushback at Bravo 2. Southwest 3083 cleared for pushback.
Yellow Cab 45903 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right. Air India 4140 taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Capeville ground. Southwest 3083 ready to taxi.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Dynasty 4438 is on approach. Dynasty 4438 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Southwest 3083 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance. Good morning. Volaris 8413 ready for pushback at Alpha 3. Volaris 8413 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower. Southwest 3083 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville ground. Volaris 8413 ready to taxi.
Southwest 3083 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Volaris 8413 taxi to runway 35 left.
Dynasty 4438 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Capeville clearance. Good morning. Lion Inter 4659 ready for pushback at Alpha 1. Lion Inter 4659 cleared for pushback. Capeville Tower. Volaris 8413 request to cross runway. Volaris 8413 continue taxi. Capeville ground. Volaris 8413 with you.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Flybe 90566 is on approach. Flybe 90566 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Volaris 8413 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. Lion Inter 4659 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Air France 90752 is on approach. Air France 90752 clear to land runway 35 right.
Trans North 6407 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, Lion Inter 4659 request to cross runway.
Capeville Ground, Trans North 6407, ready to taxi.
Alitalia 1124, clear to land runway 35 right.
Lion Inter 4659 continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Lion Inter 4659 with you.
Trans North 6407, taxi to runway 35 left.
Flybe 90566 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Lion Inter 4659 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville clearance, good morning, Swiss 8437, ready for pushback at Alpha 4.
Lufthansa 2722 clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Trans North 6407, request to cross runway.
Capeville Ground, Air France 9752 taxi to the gates.
Trans North 6407, continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Trans North 6407, with you.
Air France 9752 requesting taxi to the gates.
Alitalia 1124, taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Trans North 6407, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. Swiss 8437, cleared for pushback.
Capeville clearance. Good morning. Blue Panorama 6381, ready for pushback at Alpha 2.
Swiss 8437, taxi to runway 35 left.
Blue Panorama 6381, cleared for pushback.
Lufthansa 2722 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Blue Panorama 6381, taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good morning, Korean 7150 is on approach. Korean 7150, clear to land runway 35 right.
Air France 9752 taxi to gate Charlie 3.
Singapore 3541, cleared for pushback.
Swiss 8437, continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Swiss 8437, with you.
Capeville Ground, Singapore 3541, ready to taxi. Capeville Tower, Blue Panorama 6381, request to cross runway.
Capeville Tower, Swiss 8437, ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
Singapore 3541, taxi to runway 35 left. Blue Panorama 6381, continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Blue Panorama 6381, with you.
Capeville Tower, good morning, Pakistan 2978 is on approach.
Blue Panorama 6381, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Pakistan 2978 clear to land runway 35 left.
Swiss 8437, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Air Transat 8559, taxi to runway 35 left. Air Transat 8559, continue taxi.
Korean 7150, taxi to gate Charlie 1.
Aerostral 3502, clear to land runway 35 right.
Singapore 3541, continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Singapore 3541, with you. Capeville Tower, Air Transat 8559, ready for takeoff runway 35 left. Singapore 3541, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. Air Transat 8559, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
All Nippon 4407, taxi to runway 35 left.
Pakistan 2978 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
All Nippon 4407, continue taxi.
Qatari 3835 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground, All Nippon 4407, with you.
Capeville Ground, Aerostral 3502, requesting taxi to the gates. Aerostral 3502, taxi to gate Alpha 2.
All Nippon 4407, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
FedEx 5683 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, Qatari 3835 request to cross runway.
Aerostral 3502, hold position.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Yellow Cab 6476 is on approach. Yellow Cab 6476 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Pakistan 2978 continue taxi.
FedEx 5683 hold position.
Capeville Ground, Pakistan 2978 with you.
Aerostral 3502, continue taxi.
Capeville Ground, Qatari 3835 with you.
Capeville Tower. Good morning, Alaska. Is on approach.
FedEx 5683 continue taxi.
Alaska 4442 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Asiana 90529 taxi to runway 35 left.
Kestrel 1939 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower. Good morning, Eva 90446 is on approach. Eva 90446 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Qatari 3835 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground, Yellow Cab 6476 requesting taxi to the gates. Air India 4141 cleared for pushback.
Kestrel 1939 continue taxi.
Asiana 90529 continue taxi.
Capeville Ground, Kestrel 1939 with you.
Capeville Ground, Asiana 90529 with you.
Yellow Cab 6476 taxi to gate Alpha 5. Air India 4141 taxi to runway 35 right.
Alaska 4442 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
Asiana 90529 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Yellow Cab 6476 taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Capeville Ground, Eva 90446 taxi to the gates.
Air India 4141 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Finnair 1674 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Kestrel 1939 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Eva 90446 taxi to gate Charlie 2. Dynasty 4439 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Ural 3046 is on approach. Ural 3046 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Dynasty 4439 taxi to runway 35 right. Eva 90446 continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Eva 90446 with you.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Delta 4960 is on approach. Delta 4960 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Finnair 1674 taxi to the gates. Finnair 1674 taxi to gate Charlie 4.
Pakistan 2978 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, Dynasty 4439 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Ural 3046 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Dynasty 4439 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Delta 4960 requesting taxi to the gates. Delta 4960 taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Flybe 90567 cleared for pushback. Capeville Tower. Good morning. Flybe 1476 is on approach. Flybe 1476 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground, Pakistan 2978 taxi to the gates.
Flybe 90567 taxi to runway 35 right.
Pakistan 2978 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Air France 9753 cleared for pushback.
Ural 3046 continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Ural 3046 with you.
Capeville Tower, Pakistan 2978 request to cross runway. Pakistan 2978 continue taxi.
Air France 9753 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Ural 6918 is on approach. Ural 6918 clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Pakistan 2978 with you.
Alitalia 1125 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Easy 8042. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Capeville Ground. Flybe 1476 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Lufthansa 2723 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower. Flybe 90567 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance. Korean 7151 ready for pushback at Charlie 1.
Flybe 1476 continue taxi.
Alitalia 1125 continue taxi.
Capeville ground Flybe 1476 with you.
Capeville ground Alitalia 1125 with you.
Lufthansa 2723 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville ground Euro 6918 requesting taxi to the gates. Capeville Tower Alitalia 1125 ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower Lufthansa 2723 request to cross runway. Lufthansa 2723 continue taxi.
Euro 6918 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Capeville ground Lufthansa 2723 with you.
Flybe 90567 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Alitalia 1125 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Air France 90753 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right. Lufthansa 2723 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville ground Korean 7151 ready to taxi. Korean 7151 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Dynasty 7878 is on approach. Dynasty 7878 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Aerostral 3503 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Spinnaker 5844 is on approach. Spinnaker 5844 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Korean 7151 continue taxi.
Aerostral 3503 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville ground Korean 7151 with you.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Finna 1276 is on approach. Finna 1276 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower Korean 7151 ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville clearance yellow cab 6477 ready for pushback at Alpha 5.
Capeville ground Dynasty 7878 taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower Aerostral 3503 request to cross runway. Aerostral 3503 continue taxi.
Binter 1744 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville ground Aerostral 3503 with you.
Korean 7151 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Aerostral 3503 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Yellow cab 6477 taxi to runway 35 left.
Dynasty 7878 taxi to gate Charlie 1.
Capeville ground. Spinnaker 5844 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Air Portugal 1384 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Alaska 4443 cleared for pushback. Spinnaker 5844 continue taxi.
Yellow cab 6477 continue taxi.
Capeville ground. Spinnaker 5844 with you.
Capeville ground yellow cab 6477 with you.
Capeville Tower, good morning. FedEx 1918 is on approach.
Alaska 4443 continue taxi.
Yellow cab 6477 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville ground. Alaska 4443 with you.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Super Green 2792 is on approach. Super Green 2792 cleared to land runway 35 right. FedEx 1918 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Finna 1276 taxi to gate Charlie 3.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Singapore 2690 is on approach. Singapore 2690 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Eva 90447 taxi to runway 35 left.
Binter 1744 continue taxi.
Finnair 1675 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville ground Binter 1744 with you.
Iberia 3990 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Alaska 4443 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Air Portugal 1384 taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Finnair 1675 continue taxi.
Capeville ground FedEx 1918 taxi to the gates.
Capeville ground Finnair 1675 with you.
Delta 4961 taxi to runway 35 right.
Finnair 1675 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Ural 3047 taxi to runway 35 right.
Singapore 2246 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville ground FedEx 1918 with you.
Eva 90447 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Super Green 2792 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
Singapore 2690 taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Iberia 3990 taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Capeville Tower, Ural 3047 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance Pakistan 2979 ready for pushback at Bravo 2.
Ural 3047 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right. Delta 4961 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville ground Singapore 2246 taxi to the gates. Singapore 2246 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Eva 7464 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville ground Singapore 2690 with you.
Pakistan 29079 cleared for pushback.
Flybe 1477 cleared for pushback.
Pakistan 29079 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Air France 3812 is on approach. Air France 3812 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Flybe 1477 taxi to runway 35 right.
Ural 6919 cleared for pushback. Capeville ground Ural 6919 ready to taxi.
Capeville Tower, Pakistan 29079 ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Pakistan 29079 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Ural 6919 taxi to runway 35 right.
Lion Enter 7660 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Eva 7464 taxi to gate Charlie 4.
Capeville ground Air France 3812 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Capeville Tower, Flybe 1477 ready for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Air France 3812 request to cross runway.
Flybe 1477 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville ground Air France 3812 with you.
Ural 6919 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Lion Enter 7660 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Capeville clearance Dynasty 7879 ready for pushback at Charlie 1.
Capeville Tower, good morning. Europa 5432 is on approach. Europa 5432 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Dynasty 7879er cleared for pushback. Capeville ground. Dynasty 7879er ready to taxi. Dynasty 7879er taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville clearance. Finna 1277 ready for pushback at Charlie 3. Finna 1277 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Blue Panorama 7480 is on approach. Blue Panorama 7480 clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance. Spinnaker 5845 ready for pushback at Alpha 2.
Dynasty 7879er continue taxi.
Finna 1277 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville ground. Dynasty 7879er with you.
Capeville ground. Spinnaker 5845 ready to taxi.
Europa 5432 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Dynasty 7879er cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Air France 4932 is on approach. Air France 4932 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Finna 1277 continue taxi. Capeville ground. Finna 1277 with you.
Spinnaker 5845 taxi to runway 35 left.
Blue Panorama 7480 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Finna 1277 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. Air Portugal 1385 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower. Spinnaker 5845 ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Korean 5552 is on approach.
Spinnaker 5845 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Korean 5552 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Binter 1745 cleared for pushback.
Air Portugal 1385 taxi to runway 35 left.
Air France 4932 taxi to gate Charlie 1.
Vueling 9028 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower. Air Portugal 1385 request to cross runway.
Binter 1745 taxi to runway 35 left. FedEx 1919 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower. Good morning. Singapore 5062 is on approach.
Binter 1745 continue taxi. Air France 4932 continue taxi.
Capeville ground. Air Portugal 1385 with you.
Capeville ground. Air France 4932 with you.
Singapore 5062 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Super Green 27903 taxi to runway 35 left.
Korean 5552 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
FedEx 1919 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower. Air Portugal 1385 ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower. Super Green 27903 request to cross runway. Super Green 27903 continue taxi. Capeville ground. Super Green 27903 with you.
Line enter 9er2 clear to land runway 35 left.
Air Portugal 1385 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Super Green 27903 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. Binter 1745 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Vueling 9028 continue taxi.
FedEx 1919 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville ground. Vueling 9028 with you.
Capeville Tower. Iberia 3991 request to cross runway. Iberia 3991 continue taxi.
Singapore 26901 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville ground. Iberia 3991 with you.
Singapore 5062 taxi to gate Charlie 3.
Singapore 2247 taxi to runway 35 left.
Beaver 7465 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower. Good afternoon. Europa 2234 is on approach. Europa 2234 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower. Singapore 2247 requested cross runway. Singapore 2247 continue taxi. Capeville ground. Singapore 2247 with you.
Iberia 3991 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Beaver 7465 taxi to runway 35 left.
Lion enter 9er continue taxi.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. AirAsia 2152, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
Capeville ground, Lion enter 9er with you.
Singapore 26901 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, Eva 7465, request to cross runway. Eva 7465, continue taxi. Capeville ground, Eva 7465 with you.
Capeville Tower, Singapore 2247, ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
Europa 2234 taxi to gate Bravo 1. Capeville clearance Air France 3813 ready for pushback at Alpha 1.
Capeville clearance, Lion enter 7661, ready for pushback at Alpha 3.
Air France 3813 cleared for pushback.
Singapore 2247, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Lion enter 7661, cleared for pushback.
Eva 7465, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville ground Air France 3813 ready to taxi.
Lion enter 7661, taxi to runway 35 left.
Air France 3813 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, Lion enter 7661, request to cross runway.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Turkish 8072 is on approach.
Capeville ground, Lion enter 7661 with you.
Turkish 8072 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Lion enter 7661, cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Air France 3813 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. American 8020 is on approach. American 8020 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Europa 5433 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville clearance Blue Panorama 7481 ready for pushback at Alpha 2. Blue Panorama 7481 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Transnorth 90348 is on approach.
Capeville ground Turkish 8072 taxi to the gates.
Transnorth 90348 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Turkish 8072 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Europa 5433 continue taxi.
Blue Panorama 7481 taxi to runway 35 left.
Iberia 3702, cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville ground Europa 5433 with you.
Capeville ground, American 8020 taxi to gate Alpha 1. Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Air Transat 2218 is on approach.
Blue Panorama 7481 request to cross runway.
Capeville Ground, Transnorth 90348, taxi to the gates.
Capeville clearance, Air France 4933, ready for pushback at Charlie 1.
Air Transat 2218 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Europa 5433 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Copa 6788 is on approach. Copa 6788 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Blue Panorama 7481 with you.
Capeville Ground, American 8020 with you.
Air France 4933, cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Lufthansa 8760 is on approach.
Capeville Ground Korean 5553 ready to taxi.
American 8020 hold position.
Lufthansa 8760 clear to land runway 35 left. Blue Panorama 7481 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Asiana 6018 is on approach. Asiana 6018 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Transnorth 90348 with you.
Iberia 3702, taxi to gate Alpha 2. Air France 4933, taxi to runway 35 left.
KLM 3562 clear to land runway 35 right.
Singapore 5063 taxi to runway 35 left.
Korean 5553 taxi to runway 35 left.
Copa 6788 taxi to gate Alpha 3. Capeville Ground, Air Transat 2218 requesting taxi to the gates.
Dueling 9029er cleared for pushback. Capeville Tower, Singapore 5063, request to cross runway. Capeville Ground, dueling 9029er, ready to taxi. Dueling 9029er, taxi to runway 35 left. Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Egypt Air 89er32 is on approach. Egypt Air 89er32 cleared to land runway 35 left. Singapore 5063, continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Asiana 6018, taxi to the gates. Capeville Ground, Singapore 5063 with you.
Korean 5553 continue taxi.
Emirates 6798 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground Korean 5553 with you.
American 8020 continue taxi.
Capeville clearance, line enter 9er ready for pushback at Alpha 5.
Capeville Tower, Singapore 5063, ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground KLM 3562 taxi to the gates.
Capeville Tower, Air Transat 2218 request to cross runway.
Capeville Ground, Lufthansa 8760 requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville clearance Europa 2235 ready for pushback at Bravo 1.
Asiana 6018 requesting taxi to the gates.
Air Transat 2218 continue taxi.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Dynasty 5848 is on approach. Dynasty 5848 clear to land runway 35 left.
Singapore 5063 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground Air Transat 2218 with you.
Korean 5553 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. Capeville Tower, good afternoon. As a 2146 is on approach.
Air France 4933 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
As a 2146 cleared to land runway 35 right. Capeville Tower, Europa 2235 request to cross runway.
Lion Enter 9er taxi to runway 35 left.
Vietnam 2750 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Europa 2235 continue taxi.
Capeville Ground, Emirates 6798 taxi to the gates.
Lufthansa 8760 continue taxi.
Capeville Ground, Europa 2235 with you.
Capeville Ground Lufthansa 8760 with you.
Asiana 6018 taxi to gate Charlie 1. Capeville Tower, Vueling 9029 ready for takeoff runway 35 left. Vueling 9029 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Europa 2235 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Egypt Air 8932 continue taxi.
Emirates 6798 continue taxi.
Capeville Ground, Egypt Air 8932 with you.
Capeville Ground, Emirates 6798 with you.
Lion Enter 9er cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Dynasty 5848 continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Dynasty 5848 with you. KLM 3562 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
As a 2146 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Vietnam 2750 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Aegean 6236 is on approach. Aegean 6236 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Turkish 8073 cleared for pushback. Capeville Ground Turkish 8073 ready to taxi. Turkish 8073 taxi to runway 35 right. Capeville Tower Turkish 8073 ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Turkish 8073 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Aegean 6236 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Asiana 82908 is on approach. Asiana 829er 8 clear to land runway 35 right.
Capeville clearance, Transnorth 90349er ready for pushback at Charlie 4. Transnorth 90349er cleared for pushback. Capeville clearance, American 8021 ready for pushback at Alpha 1. Transnorth 90349er taxi to runway 35 left. American 8021 cleared for pushback. Copa 6789er cleared for pushback.
Capeville ground, Asiana 829er 8 taxi to the gates.
American 8021 taxi to runway 35 left.
Asiana 829er 8 taxi to gate Charlie 4. Asiana 829er 8 hold position.
Copa 6789er taxi to runway 35 left.
Iberia 3703 cleared for pushback.
Asiana 829er 8 continue taxi.
Capeville Tower Transnorth 90349er ready for takeoff runway 35 left. Transnorth 90349er cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Iberia 3703 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Southwest 5176 is on approach.
Capeville ground Copa 6789er with you.
Southwest 5176 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Copa 6789er cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. American 8021 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Speedbird 4364, Mayday Mayday Mayday.
Iberia 3703 continue taxi.
Capeville ground, Asiana 6019er ready to taxi.
Capeville ground, Iberia 3703 with you.
Air Transat 2219er taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville clearance KLM 3563 ready for pushback at Charlie 2.
Asiana 6019er taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville clearance Lufthansa 8761 ready for pushback at Alpha 5.
Capeville Tower, Iberia 3703 ready for takeoff runway 35 left.
Capeville ground, Southwest 5176 requesting taxi to the gates.
Capeville clearance, Egypt Air 89er33 ready for pushback at Bravo 4. Asiana 6019er continue taxi.
Southwest 5176 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Capeville ground, Asiana 6019er with you. Capeville clearance, Vietnam 2751 ready for pushback at Bravo 1.
Capeville clearance is a 2147 ready for pushback at Bravo 2.
Capeville clearance Dynasty 5849er ready for pushback at Charlie 3.
Capeville clearance Emirates 6799er ready for pushback at Bravo 3.
Iberia 3703 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Air Transat 2219er cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Asiana 6019er cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
KLM 3563 cleared for pushback. Dynasty 5849er cleared for pushback.
Lufthansa 8761 cleared for pushback.
Vietnam 2751 cleared for pushback.
As a 2147 cleared for pushback.
Capeville ground Emirates 6799er ready to taxi.
Capeville ground, Egypt Air 89er33 ready to taxi.
KLM 3563 taxi to runway 35 left. Dynasty 5849er taxi to runway 35 left.
Lufthansa 8761 taxi to runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Air Transat 1396 is on approach.
Capeville ground, Vietnam 2751 with you.
Air Transat 1396 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Is a 2147 taxi to runway 35 right.
Vietnam 2751 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left. Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Lioniter 8364 is on approach.
Capeville Ground KLM 3563 with you.
Lioniter 8364 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Dynasty 5849 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Emirates 6799 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Is a 2147 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
FedEx 3152 cleared to land runway 35 left.
KLM 3563 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Lufthansa 8761 cleared for takeoff runway 35 left.
Egypt Air 8933 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Vueling 5754 is on approach.
Air Transat 1396 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Vueling 5754 clear to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground, Lioniter 8364 requesting taxi to the gates.
Aegean 6237 cleared for pushback.
Transnor 5450 clear to land runway 35 right.
Lioniter 8364 taxi to gate Alpha 3. Capeville Ground, FedEx 3152 taxi to the gates.
Aegean 6237 taxi to runway 35 right.
FedEx 3152 taxi to gate Charlie 1. Vietnam 9710 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, Aegean 6237 ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Aegean 6237 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Europa 1650 is on approach. Europa 1650 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Tower, FedEx 3152 request to cross runway.
Capeville Ground, Transnor 5450 taxi to the gates.
FedEx 3152 continue taxi.
Vueling 5754 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Capeville Ground, FedEx 3152 with you.
Air France 4366 cleared to land runway 35 left.
Vueling 5754 continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Vueling 5754 with you. Transnor 5450 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Vietnam 9710 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Japan 7072 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Apple clearance Asiana 8299 ready for pushback at Charlie 4.
Capeville Ground, Europa 1650 taxi to the gates. Europa 1650 taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Swiss 8356 is on approach. Swiss 8356 clear to land runway 35 right.
Asiana 8299 cleared for pushback.
Capeville Ground, Air France 4366 taxi to the gates.
Capeville Ground, Asiana 8299 ready to taxi.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Lufthansa 9020 is on approach. Lufthansa 9020 cleared to land runway 35 left. Air France 4366 taxi to gate Charlie 3.
Asiana 8299 taxi to runway 35 right.
Capeville Tower, good afternoon. Singapore Banana 86 is on approach. Singapore Banana 86 cleared to land runway 35 right.
Japan 7072 taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Air France 4366 continue taxi.
Europa 1650 continue taxi.
Lufthansa 1610 clear to land runway 35 left.
Capeville Ground, Europa 1650 with you.
Capeville Ground, Air France 4366 with you.
Swiss 8356 taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Capeville Tower, Agiyama 829er, ready for takeoff runway 35 right. Agiyama 829er, cleared for takeoff runway 35 right.
Capeville Ground, Lufthansa 9020, taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Capeville clearance Southwest 5177, ready for pushback at Alpha 1. Capeville Ground, Singapore 986, taxi to the gates. Southwest 5177, cleared for pushback.
Capeville Tower, Lufthansa 9020, request to cross runway. Lufthansa 9020, continue taxi. Capeville Ground, Lufthansa 9020, with you.
Singapore